Greetings. I'm listening.
Great to meet you.
I've been expecting you.
For the good.
You come get the voodoo.
Hey there.
And you are?
Light be with you.
You come to consult the spirits?
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
Shiny sail here, me buy and trade.
Hello and welcome to Ctrl Alt WoW, the podcast for those of us who love video games and virtual reality. We love Final Fantasy XIV, No Man's Sky, and we even have listeners who are still playing WoW. I'm looking at you, Cap. Today is Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025, and this is episode 833 entitled Cool Twitch Drops. I am April PVD, and with me is Grand Nagus. How are you doing, Grand Nagus?
Hi, I'm doing really fine. I just got to download the patch. What is it? The
Voyager.
The Voyager's patch, but not the proper patch, but the bug fixes. They had that like 2 days ago or whatnot. They had the update for that, and I was wondering what's going on now. Then I realized that they had some issues that I heard on one video
Anytime.
that they. Sorry, go ahead.
Anytime you have a big update, there's gonna be, bug fixes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it was pretty big, so I was thinking this is maybe they had something like a staggered release, because one streamer said that the content, the expeditions were not out yet. They are coming like later this week.
Yeah, it was.
So I thought that was.
It was my understanding that they were waiting for all the updates. So No Man's Sky is so big that there's so many platforms. There, PC, VR, Xbox. There's also what's the little handheld thing? Switch.
Yeah, Switch, Switch, and Switch 2, and yeah.
Yeah, so there were a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
To update. So yeah.
And we got the as the title alludes to, we got Twitch drops. So.
Which I'm a little bit sad about that, because I don't think it was as advertised as it could be. I mean, Twitch sends me so many notifications that notification would have been really nice. Did you?
I must say, I picked up the ones because I had so much else to do. I only picked up the Twitch drops from the last day, from yesterday, or from today. So normally, normally relative, what I know of Twitch drops is that it's one set of rewards spanning the entire time span.
But this was different.
This was different. They had their own daily unique drops. So because it was a 5-day event, you had 5 slots, 5 different days of sets of reward. So it could have been a whole bunch more. But anyway, that's
and
just
you know what
how it
happened
is.
to me? Because I'm an altaholic, and I put the alt in Control Alt WoW. I have multiple Twitch accounts and multiple Steam accounts, and my Steam account that got all the drops was my alt. It wasn't my main. And on top of that, a couple of my one of my Twitch accounts that could have been attached to the other account, that account wasn't even connected to either to any Twitch, so I missed out on my main. I don't know if did I talk about this, that the reason and it's so stupid, the reason I have 2 Steam accounts is because when I first started playing Zenith, they came out first on Steam. And what was nice about it was that they did have it just on the Quest headset. If anybody doesn't know, the biggest difference between using the Quest headset and using PC VR is the quality of the graphics and less tendency to crash because the PC is doing all the legwork. It's doing all the graphics and stuff. So even though it's usually easier. It's usually easier to play just on the Quest when you're playing VR because you don't have to worry about the computer running. Or you can do it from anywhere. And of course, during my working days, I was sometimes playing at work. So of course I couldn't do PC VR. So my main was on my regular Quest headset. But then I wanted to do PC. I wanted to stream, and it's easier to stream from the PC, even though you can cast. And that's another thing I want to talk about today. The way I stream is I cast from the Quest headset to my laptop, which then turns around and captures everything. And then I have the program that does the overlay. And it works really well. But this week, the casting has been just horrible. The video's horrible. And this happened a few months ago, so now I'm not able to cast. If I was able to run No Man's Sky on my computer and stream it from the video, that would be great. But No Man's Sky in its native form and on VR shows the two loops. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a square. It's the 2 eyes. So it's the actual VR output. So anyways, when they started Zenith, they started it on Steam. So I started playing on that. Then it came out, then they had patched it so that a few hours later it was on the headset. So I then created, another another account. Then I wanted to move it back to the PC so I could stream, but I thought I could only do it if I went back and created another Steam account. It turned out that if I'd contacted Blizzard, ooh, that was a Freudian slip. Where did that name even come from? If I contacted
I don't know.
Zenith, they would, Ramen, that was the name of the company, they would have converted my my account on my Steam to the other account that was on my Quest 3. But it turned out to be okay because I've been using that account for the cosmetic craze. So that's why I have 2 accounts. And I don't know why, but when I started No Man's Sky, I started it on the other account. Well, because that was the account that I used the most. That had like Derail Valley, all my regular Steam account stuff. So yeah, anyways. So now I had to go through the steps of linking my Twitch account to my second Steam account, which I recommend if you watch Twitch, you might as well link your account if you have a Steam account, because the drops. Now you're playing on Steam, right? That's how you got the drops.
Correct.
Yeah. The drops are really nice, and if they come out again, I mean, I got a few things. I got some firework packs. I got an A-class multi-tool. I got some decals. So, I didn't get the spaceship. Did you get the spaceship?
I got the full set from the fifth day.
Okay.
So
yeah, and I got
it's like 4 hours worth of watching. So, but I must say I was a little disappointed about the ship. And a few people said it too. The best set, according to a couple of streamers, was the one from day 4.
Oh, okay.
So from yesterday, because that had a solar ship.
Oh.
Like a golden solar ship or something
An A-class solar ship, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were apparently all A-class. The ones that you got. But
interesting. So anyways, that was a nice little thing. So you want to start, or do you want me to start? Do you want to start?
You can start today.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to remind you that you can email us at controlaltwow@gmail.com. You can follow us on Control Alt Wow Podcast on Instagram. And we do have a Discord server. There is a link in the show notes, which can be found at controlaltwow.com. Okay, my week. So after I recorded last week, before I recorded last week, there was the update. And since I had the update on 3 different computers, I said, okay, let me go ahead and record, which was great. It gave me something to do while everything was recording. And then I went crazy. I love the caravans. I am so in love with everything to do with it. I've made 3 so far. I'm putting pictures in the
Corvettes.
The Corvettes, yes. Why do I call them the caravans? Because they look like caravans. Yeah, the Corvettes. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's fascinating because it's almost like a combination of the freighters and your base. And the fact that the sky is the limit. Have you seen some of the caravans people have made?
I've seen I've seen one video that has like, I think it was like 5 different Corvettes that people built.
Mm-hmm.
So one looked like a giant transformer. Insane.
Yeah, somebody even made one of those things from Star Wars that.
Yep.
And so it's really neat. Now, what I have been enjoying is just having the flexibility of landing anywhere and doing things that I wouldn't normally be doing, that I had to like teleport back to my freighter for. So I have 3 different caravans. The smallest one I call my runabout, and it's just one hub, and it has just a cockpit and all the little, a bunch of stabilizers and stuff on the side, and I just use that when I want to go out by myself, just to do some quick stuff. Now, I'm almost overwhelmed because there's so much to it, and I'm hoping that I can cover everything that I've been doing. The building part, so if you look in the show notes, my roundabout is the smaller one, and they have 2 saucer things on the side, and that's just for, I think it's a stabilizer. But I made one that's 3 levels, and I call it the Magic Bus, and I've put trees on it and some terrarium, aquariums, and it's just ridiculous. It's just for fun. The best part about it is you can take other people on them. So I can put my alt on the caravan and take off and go somewhere, and she's right there along with me. There is a bug for the VR when you're in flight. So one of the things you can do is you can autopilot, which I haven't really tried because I'm not going that far, that I want to, set it on a mode and then come back. But you can stop in mid-space and get out of your seat and walk out around the caravan and do stuff like use the refiner. One of my shortcuts is that I've just put in one storage unit, but then I swap it out depending on which storage unit I need to have access to, which, saves a lot of space. I made a bar in one. I just did a few little things. But the roundabout, now I'm still experimenting because there's so many pieces to get. And one of the ways you can get pieces is by digging up, going to planets that have salvageable scrap. It's nice that
I did that, yeah.
It's nice that they finally made use of that, because I always wondered, why would I want salvageable scrap? I thought it was just going to be those little brown bits that you end up grinding down and making ferret. But this is even better. You get all sorts of little things, pieces. And if you get too many pieces, of course, you can take it back to the workshop and trade it in for the more deluxe ones. And I want to give a shout out to, what's his name? I put a link in the show notes. He is, of course now I can't find it. There's a guy who does a YouTube, Survival Bob. And he did a whole thing about best ways to get parts fast. These are for people who aren't doing the creative mode, which I don't like to do. I mean, I know I do a lot of runarounds, like farming runaway mold to get my nanites, but I just feel like and it's good that this game gives you multiple options on how to play, so that if you don't have the time to really grind, but I'm enjoying the grind. And one of his hints, and I've seen other people do it as well, is that you can actually shoot the salvage containers from your ship. So, yes. So this is the cool part. When you're in your caravan, and this is why I use my runabout, you can, stop it, get out of the seat, and scan from your ship instead of having to go.
Oh.
Yes. Now I don't know I think this is a VR.
Because you are
Out of your seat.
out of your. Oh wow, this is insane.
Yes. So you can scan, then you can mark, then you can drive up to it, or fly up to it, and shoot from space, even when it's buried.
Yep.
And
Wow.
yes, it's crazy. So if you find salvageable scrap on a planet that has a high sentinels, you can just do that, and you get all the parts, and the marker will stay until you completed all the shooting. So that's really neat.
Wow.
I love the way the different cockpits look, and I'm enjoying that. There is a bug with the VR in that if sometimes when I don't know if you know this, I don't know how many people are out there that are playing in VR, but the way you access some of the menus is on the back of your hands, or your controllers. So I turn my hand over and I get my inventory and my quick menu, and I point at it with my other hand. But sometimes when you're flying now, and this happens on the caravan and on regular ships, when you turn your hand, the squares don't pop up. So you kind of have to fiddle with it a little bit. I'm dealing with it. It almost got me killed when I was taking out a freighter, because I couldn't put my shields up quick enough. But I want to go a shout out to Grand Nagus, because you really helped me.
Well, thank you.
Do the freighters, and I have done 3, and I have a whole bunch of upgrades for my freighter, my own freighter. Although, I'm still looking for an S-class freighter to swap this one out. Although I really want one with the saucer section, and I know that's just silly, or the pirate one. And one of the things on my bucket list this week is to. I don't want to do it. I was gonna think about doing it, because one of the YouTube channels says, fight. Then if you don't get an S-class, reset your time and go back.
Yep.
Now, I guess if you do that after you got all the upgrades you want, but it seems like you would lose. Won't you lose the upgrades if you reset? If you got one at the end of the battle. But I guess the whole thing is to get the S-class pirate ship. Although I'm still looking.
What you can do is basically, if you go on this hunt, you basically empty out your freighter that you have now.
No. I'm not even talking about that. I understand that part. I know that part. I'm talking about at the end of each pirate freighter battle.
Yes.
When you win, you get an upgrade for your freighter. If you then reset to fight that fight again, because you find out
you will lose that. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
You will not gain that, obviously, because that other fight didn't happen.
Right. So right now, what I've just been doing is just going battle, but I'm imagining eventually I will get all the upgrades. And the nicest thing about having that transwarp teller thing, that I can take all of my upgrades out and store them, except for that one. That one you can't. Because once you, and I did that the last time I went from my, I think I had a B class and I went to this S class, and then I destroyed that one and I realized, oh, I can't get it because now we don't have the connection. But it's okay. It just takes a couple of things to get it back. So yeah, I'm loving the battle. I'm not perfect. I'm thinking about, well, I don't know. I'm not good with the controls on the flat screen. I do think that there is some advantage to using the flat screen. But, there's a lot more advantages to using the VR. So I've been out. I've also sent my expeditions out. And they've been getting caravan parts. I ended up selling. I traded one of my S-class exotic ships to my alt, the long yellow one with the nice fins. I traded that one to my alt because I wanted to make more caravans. I'm hoping they'll increase the number of ships we can have because
But you can store them, you know that, right?
Right. If you have room.
Oh, you have your 30 already?
I do.
Okay, good.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Let's see.
Sorry, just saying.
I did get another organic frigate, and that was fun. Although, and I did go over to my flat screen to do that, because on the flat screen, once you press the space bar, it just keeps pulsing. When I'm in VR, I have to hold the button down. And if and if I release it, then I've lost that anomaly locator. Of course, once I was, I ended up having a hard time finding anomaly locators when I was looking for an extra one before. Now I have a whole bunch. What else have I been doing? Oh, I wanted to upgrade. You can upgrade the caravans with nanites, or you can upgrade them with better parts.
Yeah.
You can add storage to them with the storage augments that you get for your ships from the guild people. And I thought that was neat. You cannot.
A Corvette is basically a spaceship.
Corvette. I'm sorry. I keep calling it a caravan. Corvette. Yes, but you can't scrap them.
No, but I'm saying as
augments.
With regards to the size,
right.
You can use the blue augmentations, and you can use the weapons and the shield modules as if it was a proper normal ship.
Right. Now,
they don't have their own tier of items. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, you are going to get a lot of caravan parts, and you're going to run out of storage. So one of the tips that I found online was to make a hauler. And they have a lot of space, and you can upgrade them. So I put a picture in the show notes. I made a big purple hauler from parts, and it was crazy because some of the haulers are just, I'm sorry, ugly. They're just big boxes. So
But they don't need to be pretty because they are just workhorses.
But I wanted mine to be pretty.
Yeah, okay.
So
you can paint them. You can paint them purple. Sorry, so that's
only if you build them.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to make a hauler.
Right. So I made but I also spent like 5 hours camping out in different space stations and trading places to get the right parts.
Okay.
So I got a cute little. It has a cute little cockpit, and it has these nice little wings. I really wanted the curved wings, and I saw it once, but then I gave up. What's nice too is you can also find interesting ships in the ports. Not what do you call it? The bays, the landing bays on freighters. If you go looking at freighters, there's some cute ones there too. So the other thing that I have been doing is, not that I'm planning to do. The other way that you can get some of the caravan parts is by doing the derelict freighters. So I have been saving up. I've been going to Helios on the Anomaly, and I have like 5. So probably later on today, I'm going to head over there. And I got some cough biscuits, which will give me a big thermal protection from the cold. And,
ooh, nice.
Yeah. I'm loving everything about the caravans. I'm loving my the freighter that I have, and trying to get my other freighters, and I'm just having a lot of fun in No Man's Sky. I am taking out my alt too to make use of all of those Twitch drops she got. So she's got some decals, and I did get from my weaponeer. I always forget about all those guys that are on my base that I hired to do all that stuff. My weaponeer gave me a new multi-tool, and it's a B class, but it's supposed to be really good for fighting. And I've been upgrading it. It has some really nice features that I've been really impressed with. And I'll put a picture of it in the show notes with all the little things. It's got an extra thing for shooting. And I realized when I went to trade my ship to my alt that I can store things and then move them over. And I didn't realize this. So I have a bunch of javelin upgrades on my regular multi-tool, but that multi-tool really has a bunch of stuff for extra stuff that gives me more money for scanning and more mining stuff. So I realized if I take some of the stuff for the javelin, put it on my new gun one, that I can put more stuff on the original one for mining and stuff, and then make this one a dedicated weapon. And I'm very excited about that. Because I didn't realize you could just take stuff off of one and put it on the other. I did, and the other thing I did is I replaced one of my squadron with a living ship. Because I realized living ships heal themselves. Because I was doing a freighter fight, pirate freighter fight with my living ship. And when the shields went down, it pushed the shields back up. all by itself. I did not do anything. All of a sudden, my shields were back. So I'm going to get another living ship and try to deck it out with all the fighting things and try to see how I can do with it on a freighter. And I'm having so much fun. I'm still doing my VR workouts and stuff. And I'm down 20 pounds in the last few months.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, and VR working out is great because I use Light Sport. So when I'm working out, It's mixed reality, and my trainers are right in front of me, so that works out really well. And that's been my week.
Very nice.
And I can't wait till we can do some caravanning together. So how's your week been?
My week has been. Let me start with my stuff that I've done in No Man's Sky. I have, as I said before, I downloaded the proper patch on patch day, but didn't do much. I just launched the game, and then basically closed it again after I went up to the Corvette construction site in the space station. I just wanted to see how it looked, and then I basically closed it out because I had all the other things to do in Final Fantasy. And then I came back today after I downloaded the other patch, the bug fix patch, and I watched a few videos on how to get the items that you need to construct the Corvettes and how you go about it. And I watched the video I mentioned earlier, the 5 weirdest, most insane, I can't remember the exact title, Corvettes that people have built. It's really insane what people come up with, or already have come up with. One was the one you said, the Star Destroyer from Star Wars. The other one was Shepard's ship from Mass Effect.
Oh wow!
The other one was basically a transformer. Can't remember what the other two were, but yeah, absolutely insane what people's imaginations.
Of course, and not to knock them, but a lot of them that are doing the really incredible ones are using creative mode.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
It's a legit mode that you can play.
Right. I didn't say I wasn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Right. Yep. So it's yeah. I mean, just to make one and see what you need. It's a proper way to explore the possibilities that the construction mode has.
Right, and just to clarify, there's nothing wrong with creative mode. In fact, I was telling you about my friend from Zenith who has been having problems playing, and sorry to interject, but I took her in a caravan, brought her to a planet that wasn't as dangerous as the one that's, how you start out on a dangerous one, so you're constantly replenishing your shield, your exosuit. So I took her to one and I built her a base, but she then got confused with some things. And I said to her, just why don't you right now turn on creative, now that you know a little bit more, and then try everything without having to worry about running out of supplies. So creative mode does have its purpose. Mm-hmm. Just go back and do the quest line.
Yep, exactly. I was just back when I started. Remember when you when we talked the first time,
right.
you were saying, "Oh, you were playing in you're playing in not playing normal mode. I said, yeah, sure. I didn't know better, so
Right.
it yeah.
I mean,
So
I started in relax mode, and
yeah,
then it wasn't giving me the prompts that I wanted to learn. And so,
yeah,
yeah, so then when I went back to normal mode, it made a difference. So,
yeah, yeah, exactly. So each mode has its value, its valid existence, right to exist,
right.
and you can tweak as well. So you can basically make your own mode, so to speak. You can turn on or turn off certain aspects of the game. So it's just about finding the proper way that suits you, that you want to play. So yeah, I've been having a few bugs as well, same as you. I have something really annoying, and that is my cape. I use a cape and not a canister on the back. But since the patch, the cape doesn't flow correctly anymore, and that's really annoying. And the other issue I have is that when I want to launch from my freighter and I board my spaceship, the the space doors don't open anymore. I don't know what happens, why that isn't the case, but they just don't. So I think they have to correct a few more things. So because I really hate to damage my freighter every time I launch into space.
Right, yeah.
And so, yeah, that is, those are the two bugs that I found that I find really annoying. Not that they are relevant to the gameplay. It's just that having to look at the cape that basically sits at 7 or 8 o'clock and not like all the way at 6 o'clock on your back. That it's so weird. As if you constantly have the wind blowing it to the side. That's how it looks. Which is, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I built my first Corvette. I went out and got a few pieces from the salvage from the scrap planet, and something I wanted to ask you in the construction UI that when you're on the space station, you have this storage where you can store.
I think it's bugged. I think it does. I have not been able to use it. If anyone has, please let us know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That confirms my suspicion.
Yeah, I think it's something that we will be able to use in the future. But right now, it's just, there's nothing you can do with it.
Good. that is a relief to me. And I thought, am I doing something wrong? Because
Right.
this is this just doesn't work. So yeah, it would have been nice if I could have like dropped all those things off there. And then another thing I wanted to ask you, you can trade, and you hinted at that earlier, trade for higher level stuff.
Yes, kind of like, and it's like when you were looking for a specific fossil. Yeah, you can trade like that. But here's the key. When you go to trade, split your stuff up into single stacks.
Okay.
Because sometimes it'll just take one item and be happy with that, or two. But if you put the whole stack in the trade, it'll take them all.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So I have. Let me just head over. I have a couple of items where I have 2 or 3 of, like identical duplicates, so to speak. So I was wondering, I don't know how much of that trading you've done yet. And I haven't looked for videos about that feature in the game. So I wanted to know if you trade, say, a bulkhead, do you then automatically guaranteed get another bulkhead of different style or different whatnot, or is it totally random where if you put in a bulkhead, you might as well get a cockpit or whatnot?
No, you pick what you want to trade.
Okay.
You pick the item you want.
What you want to put in? Yes.
No, you pick what you want to take out.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. I see.
You put in what you want to give away.
Okay. Interesting. Let me see, because that is a totally different thing then. Because I'm looking at
So you scroll through
purchase
the
module.
list. You pick the module you want, and then you pick what you want to give away. But you get the module you pick.
Okay.
And then, of course, the whole idea is that in the workshop, there's certain items that you can get, but there are also different items that you will get from salvageable scrap, and some completely different items you get from when you send your frigates out on expeditions. And I'm hoping some really different ones that you get on the freighter.
Mm-hmm. So do you know the naming convention for the C, B, A, and S class? Because I see here Titan, Thunderbird, Ambassador. Do you know?
No, I
which?
don't. I know that
You don't.
they just have different styles, but I don't know
Yes.
if they are different classes by the name.
Okay. Good.
That's interesting. That's something we can explore for next week's episode.
Yeah. Because I found a let me just see. I have a let me see here. I have a Titan cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 of those, so I used one. And landing thrusters I couldn't properly install because they looked totally weird, totally off.
Right.
So I just didn't bother with them. I have
Because
a
there's
landing
a
bay.
landing thruster that's weird because you can only activate it from inside the ship, which is
Yes,
weird. It's an
but it
elevator.
has. Oh, I see. I see.
So,
Okay.
and I mean, I don't know how anybody else can get in or out because I put stairs to my roof. So I was jumping up, getting into the roof and going in, and then I could press the button and create the elevator. But unless you have I don't even understand how you would otherwise do it. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's a bug or something that something they're gonna fix later, but yeah, that was very, very confusing.
Who knows? Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I got to find a. I'm a person that likes symmetry.
Oh yeah. So I think you have to learn how to
It's so
rotate some
it
parts.
yeah, yeah, but still, if you don't have two wings, it's not symmetrical, obviously. So finding the right second wing in a RNG digging game, so to speak, you see where I'm going?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why this building your own ship thing is yeah, not absolutely my style. I'd rather spend a bunch of uh, units on it and then buy stuff uh, rather than having to dig them up. But there are things that you cannot buy. You can only buy the basic items, or you can trade for others. But still, you need the other items then again. So it yeah. I'll figure it out eventually,
And
but
that's
that's
and that's the
just
fun part. That there's a
yes, it
lot to
is.
figure out. And I didn't even talk about the spacewalking. Have you done that?
No, I have
You
not
can
yet.
open up the back ramp of your ship while you're in space and just go out and be in
Yeah, I've
space.
seen that in different videos. Yeah, but I haven't done it myself yet. What's an air purifier for? Yes, I know it's in the name, but is it what type of the whole attachment? Yes, but is it what bonus does it
I think it
give you? Do you
does
know?
something with your speed and your the or it's either speed or the use of your fuel.
Okay. Interesting. Me too. Yeah. The nice thing about this building process is that it doesn't matter how you build your ship. If it doesn't fit what you want, you can just deconstruct it and you get all the things back.
Right, and you can move things around. You can go
Yes.
in,
Not
modify, move a
not
piece here.
even yeah, but not even that. Nothing ever unless you actively dispose of it. Never is anything lost. That's what I'm saying. Right?
Yes,
So
although I'm wondering if you upgrade it and you move your cockpit, does your cockpit where the CBS A stuff is or
good question. Uh Let me see what my ship says. Leave workshop. I'm hopping into my ship really quick and checking because my ship is a C class according to the specs. and starship. There we go. And the
Now, if you get a better
the cockpit is a C class, yes. So that might be the thing that the cockpit again. Yeah, that might be. I don't know what determines the class, but that's a. I think that guess is as good as any other that I've seen yet. So yeah, I have the C-class cockpit. I have the C-class walkway, and the other items are all B and A class.
Okay, so mine are C class right now. I think I'm going to go and upgrade the cockpit, and I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
We're doing it live, folks. We're playing while we're podcasting. Control Alt WoW is returning to its roots.
Yup. Just the way it's supposed to be. No, let me just see what I can do here. Trade with the module. I want a Thunderbird Ambassador class cockpit. Titan is the C class that I had. Ambassador class. Let's see. What can we put in here? Unlikely, okay. Huh. So the percentage of the banter of the offer is absolutely low. I put in 3 items now. Oh, this is interesting. Huh, okay. This is really interesting. So you basically, you work, I don't know what that is, 26%, moderate. Okay, let's try trade offer declined. What? Let's see. There, I got it.
What did you get?
I got the upgrade. I got the different a different cockpit of I don't know what it's called, the banter function in the trade one. I put in 3 items, got a 54% chance for the trade to go through, and then accepted it. So I'm going to put in shit. I'm going to put in the new now. The new cockpit.
So I just used 35,000 nanites, and I upgraded my C to an A, and I got another turbocharged slot. So that's interesting.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I have one begin new modifications there. So let's see. And now there, Thunderbird cockpit. Let's see. Good. And then apply edits.
Oh, and the other thing is the missions board is really
Yes.
nice because you can get Quicksilver and other things without having to go to the anomaly and go back to the anomaly. You actually turn them in on your caravan.
Oh yeah, nice. So it's still a C class, so you have to upgrade it. That didn't help any with the.
Oh, okay.
So you have to upgrade it with the nanites. No other way, apparently. Okay.
So what else have you been doing?
What else have I been doing? I have been, just too much caught up in the game. I have been getting a few new items for Quicksilver. Now that you talk about Quicksilver, among them I got the cape, or one of the capes. I really like it, and especially since it's an item as any item that you can dye. So the item coloring that is displayed when you buy it is not the color that it necessarily has to stay. So when I equipped the new cape, it automatically attuned to the coloring that the previous one had. So it didn't stay default, and then you had to color it anew. It basically acquired the color palette that you had with the previous item, which I really like. So yeah, and then I added a few more items to upgrade items to my Corvette. Started equipping the weapon systems and shields and whatnot. One thing though that I find really how do I put this, weird, is that the technology part of the starship is where they store the components that you build the starship with, the Corvette with. So every single component that you build your starship with takes away from the technology capability that your ship has.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So if you make it too big, you're using up technology slots.
Exactly. And that's something that, yeah, okay, sure, why not? But it's I don't know if I want to call it a construction flaw. They should add a third category, let's put it that way, and have the technology uh, have that set to use only for the technology, and maybe if you want ship-specific technology like shields or whatnot, obviously, or the what is it called? When you install a weapon, like the phase beam array, for example, that I installed. Sure, it's a weapon, it's technology. Sure, put that in the technology. I don't have any issues with that. Or the reactor. Sure, put it there. But the cockpit and the bulkhead or whatnot, that's just not technology. That's hardware. That's ship that should have its own category, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Um, and that I think is pretty much it for me for this week with regards to No Man's Sky. So let me talk a little about why I haven't been on the show last week. And that was basically my friend and I, we had a opening event of her Space Bunny Disco and Bar establishment.
Oh, wow.
So if you look in the show notes, in my segment, you can see the first couple of pictures are of the venue. It's basically a little. It is only an apartment. It's nothing big. It's not a house. It's just one room that we dabbled a little in and made basically made to be a little disco. And you can see the bar with the bar rack and whatnot. And you can see the two bunnies being the waiters at the bar. And then you can see the one table to the right with the wine and the glasses. The second picture is of the general seating area with the tables there. So, and the third picture is basically a general overview. When you come in, you see the dance floor that's like a rainbow lit, and it's like a moving lighting effect, which you obviously can't see in the picture, in the still picture. So what we did was, as you can see on the wall to the right, the stars on the wall basically are the same as the colors in the floor panels
Oh
of the
yeah.
dance floor.
Yeah.
And the picture above that, you see the lamps on the wall basically are the same color palette.
Yes.
So that's what we went with. And if you look uh, at the tables, you can see that they have a ring of colors around them, and they are all different colors. Again, matching the color palette of the dance floor.
Cool.
The same with the chairs. They all the seat cushions are all dyed to match the color palette of the dance floor. Same as the glasses on the table. They aren't all the same. They're all, again, representative of the color palette. So we had a lot of fun finding ways to reflect the color palette of the dance floor as a repeating feature. And if you look at the first picture, you see the four bar stools, basically the same thing again. So yeah, the only consistent color palette is the seating. That blue is all the same, and it's the same blue as in the bar countertop. That's the same blue as well. So it was really fun. It took us a couple of weeks to finish this project because we were like on and off thinking about it, how it worked, and then we had to find a way to get the bunnies, and they are content gated. So what I mean with that is that you have to rep grind for them. And none of our characters on the OCE server had that rep, so we couldn't get them. So what we had to do, what I did, was I went to my NA main, bought the bunnies because my NA main had done the rep grind, and then transferred it to another character, and then I'm on the NA servers, and then I server transferred that other character so she could take them down to OCE and then give them to the character whose apartment it is. Because the item that produces the bunnies, that it's or summons them or whatever you want to call it, is bound. So you cannot trade them. So what we did was I took them to my house on my NA main put them in my storage, which is my storage, obviously, so I can put it there and put them in my house or whatnot. Then the NA character from my friend got tenant rights in my house, meaning she had full rights to modify my house, including access to the storage. So she picked up those bunnies that were originally bound.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So then she went back to her FC house, to her guild house, and put the bunnies in the storage there. And the character that I was going to transfer to OCE from NA joined that FC, so I could then pick up the bunnies from that storage. So it's a back and forth and back and forth, and right, so almost like playing pool and using 3 balls to hit a 4th ball into the pocket, right? Or snooker in that case. So that all went well, and eventually we got the bunnies to where they were supposed to be. And if you look at the 3rd picture, the one where you can see the dance floor, you can see in the left corner, you can see the bunny, the 3rd bunny.
Oh, yeah.
He's a DJ. He has the turntables there with him. So, and the 4th bunny is right next to the right of the dance floor in the back by the picture, by the scape with the moon, as an indicator as to where they come from. So we were really happy with that, and it was really, really nice to finish that project. And she really always wanted to do something like that, and pretty much ever since the content was presented in the game about 2 years ago. So we made their dream come true. And yeah, that took us, as I said, a couple of weeks, months even, from the initial inception to the completion. Yeah, so that was the reason, the preparation and the event itself, that kept me away from last week's show. And then you can see in the bottom set of pictures, you can see my Lalafell, Jaffa Cake, the one of the hostesses. You can see her in her black dress, evening gown. You can see it as well in the dark there, but if you look at the second picture, you can see it much better.
Yeah.
And
on the dance floor.
yeah. And then the third picture is the white version. Basically, the dress dyed in white without the armlets. That's a different aspect of the dress. If you look at the black version, you can see the armlets that go across the elbow downwards. And if you look at the white version, you only see the ruffles at the top. This is the white version is the original design of the dress, but if you put the armlet on, like as the black version has, the upper arm stuff goes away from the original dress and is replaced by the lower hanging armlets. So and then I added the headpiece, the head, the hat, and the corsage on the wrist. Yeah, and then I dyed you can see that in this picture, the black bow in the hat. I dyed that white to make it all white and only have the three, or in this case 4, because the necklace is missing here too. She has like a red flower necklace as well. So it's four red flowers and the white dress. So I thought that was and then as you can see in the picture where she's on the coast in the black dress, you can see she has red shoes on, and I kept them with the white gown. So I'm going to put it up on the Eorzea collection profile, on my profile, sometime this coming week. So if you want to see what item it is and the other items that make up these 2 sets, look forward to seeing that on the Eorzea collection. I'm going to put my the link to my profile in the Eorzea collection. Going to put that up so you can see all the other items, other attire that I have. I added another item to Grand Negus's one set. So he has a new hat for one of his suits. I'm going to put that in as well. So there are 3 things that I'm going to put up there, and you are going to see that, as I said, this coming week. And that's basically been it for me. Oh no, sorry, there are 2 more things. I almost forgot. We have the event that's going on at the moment, which is called The Rising. And The Rising is basically the birthday event of Final Fantasy XIV. That's going on currently. You can do the quest. You can get a minion as a reward for that quest. and there is a huge sale on the online store. The biggest sale of the year, because it's basically a general sale versus normally you have event-specific items for sale and only those, like the summer event or Easter or whatever other like Halloween or Christmas or whatnot. Those sales are all event related, yes, but they're all limited to set respective event. The Rising sale is a general celebration of the game, so everything else basically is for sale. So boosts, if you want to boost a alt, job boosts if you want to play a job at a high level and you don't want to level the 15th job, you can buy a boost and boost that. Mounts, minions, pots of dye, emotes, attire, all that sort of stuff is all, not all, but they're like, those are the types of items that are for sale on a huge scale. So, yeah. It's really nice to see that that they do that once a year, and then I wanted to quickly talk about where is that? Sorry, doing this live, guys. Did I talk about FanFest last week? No, I wasn't here last week. So FanFest. FanFest is basically Final Fantasy's version of BlizzCon. And that happens in the lead up to a new expansion release. Not with like with Blizzard every year, but every other year, approximately. And they just announced last week the dates and locations for the next FanFest, which is going to be the FanFest leading up to 8.0, to the next expansion. And the EU location is Berlin. So I'm absolutely excited beyond. Yes.
I bet.
Yep. So FanFest 2026, the NA variant is in Anaheim at the convention center, the home of BlizzCon. On Friday the 24th and Saturday the 25th of April next year. So they are basically intruding upon Blizzard's turf. The EU one, as I mentioned, is in Berlin. Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of July. It's called Messe Berlin, Hub 27, and the JP, the Japanese version, is in Tokyo on Saturday, the 31st of October, and Sunday, the November the 1st. Makuhari Messe is where that is going to take place. So if anyone wants to come to Berlin, come to Anaheim, come to Tokyo, you know when and where it is. I'm definitely going to go to Berlin regardless of me getting a ticket or not. It's going to be so amazing. I know already. I hope that I at least get a ticket for the concert. That would be so great because there's always a concert on the quote-unquote third day. So there are always 2 days of FanFest, and then the third day is a concert, symphony orchestra concert, which is its totally separate event. There is going to be music on the at the event, which I think is going to be the Primals, which is basically the dev team band playing. Remember, WoW had the Elite Chosen Chieftains.
Right, yeah.
So the Primals are basically that for Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, they just had their 10th anniversary. And it's just going to be, I'm beyond myself. I'm like, when I think, I don't know, people could like literally hear me scream like 2 or 3 floors up and down in my house. That's how loud I was screaming out of excitement. And this is, yeah, I've obviously in when the show was in Paris, I just started playing. Not even that. I don't think I was playing at all yet. 4 years ago. And then the London one, I didn't get a ticket, and going to London and paying God knows how much money for a hotel. Sure, I would have done it, but it was just wasn't meant to be. But now, with Berlin and me having basically having free lodging in Berlin at my friend's place, yeah, there's no way I'm going to not go. So, yeah, that is just insane, in my opinion. That was just so good. I am so happy about that. And the very last thing is today, we had the launch of the patch that is 7.31. So not only did No Man's Sky get a patch, but Final Fantasy XIV did as well. So yeah, I have to check out the content of that. in the next few days, but I can't say much beyond that because I haven't done much yet, other than checking if the client was running stable, and then I basically went to bed. So yeah, and that's been my week.
Awesome. Now, last week, we didn't get to listen to Rigor Morty's audio, and so I'd like to play it right now. Rigor Morty, Rigor Morty, Rigor Morty.
Greetings, Cog Crew. Rigor Morty here for a quick update. It's been a busy time. I'm just trying to get a quick update here on a bank holiday Monday. But so I've been playing mainly Guild Wars 2. Obviously, I started Red Dead barely the other weekend, but I didn't get much chance to play into that. It's all the atmosphere was so good, but I think I've got to learn. I rearrange the key bindings. I'm on a laptop without a mouse a lot of the time, so it's it'll be easier with a mouse, I think. But yeah, in Guild Wars 2, it's all going well. I'm progressing some with my scrapper engineer. He's towards the end of Living World 4 now. There's some really cool bits of what we gleaned to as a dragon. He has his lair that you kind of get teleported to for some tests to prove yourself. It's really all kind of crystalline and beautiful. I'll send a couple of screenshots with this, but it's really cool part of the story. Is you go there to learn about how to forge a weapon to defeat a dragon. Krakatorek, I think his name is, and he's massive, but you gotta have weapons in order to deal with him. It needs magic and stuff, so it's pretty cool, fun story. That's and I've been playing a little bit with a ranger also, which is like a hunter, I guess, and a WoW hunter, but sort of. But made a couple restarts and trying to find the right look, because the Char class is race is what I'm going for, and there are a lot of really cool kind of big cat warbrand types, but yeah, I just haven't kind of gotten very far with them because I've been busy, and also say other hectic IRL stuff's been getting in the way. So I just wanted to send a quick one today to say, yeah, it's going well. I'm loving hearing about No Man's Sky. I've added to my wish list to get maybe at some point. Maybe I'll see if it's in sales in the Black Friday sales to check it out. But yeah, it's all been busy. Glad you two are doing well and everything else. And until next time, cheers.
Always good to hear from you, Rigor Morty. And the sale is still on right now until, I think, September 6th for No Man's Sky on Steam. So if anybody wants it, it's there. It's 60% off. So it's regular $60, and it's on sale for $24, which is a bargain for all the stuff you get in No Man's Sky.
Yep.
Just a reminder, you can write us at controlaltwow@gmail.com, and we look forward to hearing from you. And shout out to Cap and Rigor Morty. And this is April PVD.
And this has been Granagas, Rule of Acquisition number 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed. Bye, guys.
Thermal protection falling. Item received.